Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Guilty Gear. Today we talk about Zappa, an unfortunate guy possessed by a variety of spirits. Zappa randomly switches between several different move lists, making him a complex character, but it all pays off once he gets to summon the ultimate spirit, Rao. I'm Carlos, and you're watching episode 11 of Guilty Bits. Zappa is a terrible character when fighting alone, so his goal is to summon a spirit and adapt his style to whatever type of spirit he gets. Successfully hitting with special moves give him blue orbs, and once he gets 8 of them, he can summon his strongest spirit, Rao, and very likely take the round. Zappa starts the match without any spirits. His normals are very bad in this form, and his only special move is the Summon, which has invincibility and summons a random spirit of 3: Dog, Ghosts, and Sword. The last digit of the round timer gives you some degree of control on who you summon. 0 gives you Sword, 1 gives you Dog, and 2 gives you Ghosts, with all other digits producing a random summon. It's hard to take advantage of this in a real match though. Zappa will also lose his current spirit when he's hit, but getting hit also sometimes grants him a random spirit. With the Dog, Zappa loses access to his D normal since the button now controls the dog separately, somewhat similar to Eddie. Zappa's unusually bad normals suddenly become much better when attacking in rotation with the dog. In particular, he can set up some nasty traps in the corner. The rest of the spirits replace Zappa's S and H normals and grant him access to unique special moves. The Sword offers Zappa good poking tools and has vastly improved in plus R. Every time you use the Sword, it moves forward and will stay there for a bit. So as long as you keep pressing buttons, the Sword will move farther and farther away from Zappa towards the opponent, which enables Zappa to harass safely from afar. The Ghosts are more about keep away and space control than anything else. They add more hits to his normals if you keep pressing the buttons. They can be thrown as projectiles, and if they hit the opponent, they inflict a curse which causes random items to fly around the screen, harassing the opponent and making it difficult for them to play. His only force break is very useful. First, it removes your spirit if you want to summon a different one. It's also an extremely fast overhead that grants 2 orbs on hit. After it, you can hit the enemy off the ground with the summon special to get a total of 3 orbs. But if you have plenty of meter to spend, you might want to go for his super instead. It removes his current spirit and easily connects at the end of basic combos, granting an orb for every hit, which means up to 4 orbs. After you have 8 orbs, the next time you summon a spirit, and specifically via the summon special, not randomly if you take a hit, you'll get Rao, which turns Zappa into the game's scariest character for 15 seconds. Fortunately, Rao is guaranteed to last those 15 seconds and isn't dispelled when Zappa takes a hit. During that period, Zappa becomes a broken character, and you need to try to win the round quickly. Rao has all the attributes you'd ever want in a demigod. Great range and speed, huge damage, a fairly fast overhead, a scary dragon punch, and a full screen super that depletes the opponent's life bar and guard gauge on block if he doesn't use faultless defense, and his super bar if he does. Zappa's defensive options depend on the moves he has access to at the time. Many of his normals and even his run avoid high attacks because Zappa lies extremely low to the ground. He also has one of the best backdashes in the game. His far S is a projectile that can keep the opponent at bay. His summon move has invincibility frames, and so does his super. The dog can only be hit when it moves, and it can still be controlled while Zappa is blocking, making it a natural defensive tool. The Sword grants him access to a Dragon Punch move that has an FRC point for safety. If Rao is out, Zappa has one of the best and most rewarding Dragon Punch moves in the game. Zappa has improved considerably in plus R, and the new properties of the Sword changed his playstyle with that spirit, but other than that, he plays very similar and can be practiced in Accent Core. If you have any questions, as always, please leave us a comment below. If you've liked what you've seen, please take a look at our other videos and subscribe for more character guides like this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Guilty Bits.